Let's see. Yes. Hello, everybody. We're back. People are missing. One of these days we'll have everybody. we'll have everybody here again. Life is a thing that happens to people. I guess. Kate has an Etsy shop. You can check that out at Kate Craft Studio US over on Etsy, as well as their other shop, whose link I keep forgetting to put in a Twitch command. But I think it's something KR Theater over on Redbubble, so you can go check that out. I'll find the link and post it in the episode description. Yeah. Sam's not here, but I think there is stuff being worked on for the Pathfinder thing they're doing for Sundays. Yep. I got nothing for myself. Life's easy. Cool. Yeah. So, fun little recap. Last we left off, you all fought scarecrows that had animated, defeating them with relative ease, even while a few of you were obscured by a sphere of darkness. Vonkar got big and pulled down a whole windmill. A lot of cool stuff. Scarecrows were fought. Scarecrows were defeated. You proceeded through this red prop door that you'd see on like a childlike production of a play, and found yourselves in a forest of dense, dead trees, covered in thorns. Nearby was a wooden stump with strangely enough lanterns for each of you and sized accordingly. As you approached the stump, the top opened like a trap door, and inside of the stump was this 3-foot-tall spider-wolf hybrid with a cute wolf-like face and fuzzy gray body, wearing a green top hat and a bow tie. Introduced himself as Hatrick and mentioned that he was the tollkeeper for the Verminwood beyond. Oh, and you're in the Feywild, because some of you haven't been here. And that the price to enter the price to get these lanterns that would repel a certain king of the woods that you don't want to come across. The price to get one of these lanterns was a secret. With more lanterns in your possession, the better chances you had of repelling said thing. And that the road beyond would lead to a destination called Thistledale, past an abandoned carnival. Torger, Grin, Hopper, and Antyr offered up secrets successfully to Hatrick and received lanterns, while the others didn't divulge secrets or simply failed to do so. The creep mentally told Hatrick something along the lines of his desire to destroy him, which caused Hatrick to flee back into the stump, and you all pushed forward into the Verminwood, down a dirt road with Hopper leading the way. After walking for a bit, you all discussed what your group's overall goal and purpose was together, and heard what sounded like trees being felled and falling over, and thousands of rats approaching. Torger flew over the fence, hid behind a tree, while the others remained on the road, concealed by the creep's darkness spell. Antyr conjured in Dialis and looked through the Potu bird's eyes to see a massive, pale, hairless, 15-foot-tall rat covered in tumors and growths that seemed to squeal, and the rat was pulling its massive body along like a slug with its forelimbs, as it seemed to lack the use of its hind legs. The sound of thousands of rats, however, seemed to emanate from a cloak-like growth of thousands of rats ensnared by their tails on the back of this giant rat that scooped up a nearby bird, and the cloak began to devour said bird. The large rat crossed the road, mere feet in front of the darkness spell, and you all continued onwards undetected by this thing. Eventually these sounds dissipated, and you came to a crossroads, one direction leading towards an abandoned carnival, swearing you could smell kettle corn on the wind. The other road eventually led you to a hamlet made entirely of wicker and inhabited by sentient jack-o'-lanterns, or sentient scarecrows with jack-o'-lantern heads. They offered you accommodations just as long as you participated in a ceremony where offerings of trinkets were burned inside of a massive wicker statue of a scarecrow in the center of the hamlet called the Father. You all agreed, and met with a scarecrow called Dreamwalker Somnius, who manifested some of your dreams and/or nightmares into visible, tangible trinkets. And you all made your way towards the Hamlet Square, and offered up a variety of things. And Antyr was given the honor of setting this wicker statue known as the Father ablaze. And as the flames ripped through the statue, the people of Thistledale began to dance and cheer, because it's a happy occasion. But their happiness and joy was cut short, as the flames took on an emerald green hue, and a malevolent figure with obsidian skin, green eyes, and 6 horns arranged like a crown beneath a head of black hair appeared in the flames. People shouted in confusion, "Hey, that's not the Father!" before it blew the flames like a candle, which caused them to jump to nearby buildings, as well as engulf members of the crowd, who began to scream in agony, just as the voice said, "I live for the moment when I can turn something pure into something perverse." And that's what we're going to pick up. Fire everywhere. Green fire.
What happened? Can anybody do water? Water, we need water.
You can see the figure who spoke then vanishes within the smoke. Just you can see the scarecrow inhabitants are like running around, like throwing dirt onto the flames. A couple are like rushing to the nearby well and like trying to raise the bucket, but they keep stopping because their hands are so burned they can't hold on to anything. And people are freaking out. These scarecrow people are just immediately engulfing in flames.
Torger is going to cast Enlarge.
Okay.
And then just start rolling back and forth on top of these people to put them out.
Okay.
Nice, he's gonna monster truck some.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything? Leek is still just staring into the flames, unmoving. Just blank. Hopper is... What's Hopper got here? Hopper will just like run over to the well and start like helping like raise buckets and start throwing buckets on like whatever they can. And I think Vonkar will... Man, okay. Vonkar will... Can enlarge because you did that today. He's just gonna help Hopper start throwing like buckets of water onto the burning buildings. It's only a few burning buildings, like 2 or 3 of them. The ones that are adjacent to the wicker statue, and yeah, Torger, you're like rolling people out and putting out the people that are on fire.
Please help out.
Yeah, Antyr has the mage hand grabbing clumps of dirt and is throwing it at people.
Okay.
Yeah. Just whoever looks like they have like if they're like rolling on the ground, just kind of pile some dirt onto them.
Water makes smoke billow, use dirt. Alright. Cool. What's Creep doing?
Grin is making the creep like, come on, creep, get over there, like, put people out, and pretty much just taking control of creep and making him
Just like puppeting him around, like pulling him around.
Yeah, essentially knocking people down and then like, and then rolling on them and making sure that they're all put out.
Sure. Okay. Just for the purposes of this, since you're rolling around on people on fire, same with you, Torger, you both take like 1 point of fire damage. The creep and Torger. Is Doe doing anything? So the scarecrow people are made of wicker, so the ones that are severely aflame, you know.
This is a very dumb question, and maybe it will work or won't work. Doe would honestly be trying to cast mending, trying to get some of the arms that have like fallen off. They're freaking out, and just mending, just trying to help. Also keeping an eye on Leek, since they're just staring into the fire.
Okay.
And they're just like, in their mind, they're just like, I hope they just don't go run into it for some reason.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Eventually, due to your all combined efforts of rolling on people and throwing water on buildings and throwing dirt at buildings, the flames eventually die down and eventually go out. They're easier to, strangely, they're easier to put out than natural fire. These green flames. And as you do, the surviving scarecrows of the hamlet gather around the view of the damage. Some are mournful. Some kneeling down over charred remains of other scarecrows. One or two scarecrows probably died because wicker. And the mayor approaches you all swiftly and with intent. What did you all do? We've never had something like this happen before. But then you show up, take part in the ceremony, and then this happens. That wasn't the father. What did you do?
Yeah, why don't you tell me what you do? You guys say, oh, we're going to take your dreams and you going to make something. I didn't even want to do it. And you guys I want to go to a carnival. And you guys all saying, oh, you got to share your dreams and we're going to give you cool things. And then all of a sudden, you got the guy who, when other guys die, he comes up and he grabs horns. I've never seen this guy. Now I've seen him twice. What's the heck?
That's not the father. The father looks like us. It's just strange that you all offer up trinkets and this happens. This is.
Hold on. We're really sorry. Torger, you said you've seen this guy before?
Yeah, he's the one who's came and he stole that dickhead, the one who I fought in the pit. He went and I'm not sure what he did, but he did something. But that's the same guy.
So you know who the visage was then?
I mean,
No,
we don't know who they are or anything. Are you sure that it's the same? Torger?
Yeah, I said I was the same. Why would I lie about that?
I mean, I'm not saying you lie. I'm just saying, like, sometimes some things look like other things. That's all I mean.
Yeah, but in this context, why would you even try and interrogate me about that?
No, I'm not interrogating. I'm just saying it's weird, right? Like, is that what'd you put into the thing? I put in that thing that Leek's Leek's auntie put in, gave me. I put in that magic item. It seemed a little wonky, but I thought that would just be a good sacrifice because it was magic.
Yeah, I puts in exactly what they tells me. And all of a sudden, they said it's going to give you good stuff, and it gives me nothing. Except for it makes all of us catch on fire. Is this a good time for you? You guys having a good time on fire?
No, clearly not. Our people died. This has never happened before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you can see a couple of the scarecrows are like inspecting the inside of the statue now to see if anything survived the flames.
So what do you use happens in this situation? What usually happens in this situation?
The Father appears and blesses us, and we feel this soothing, warming sensation in our chests, and we have good weather and good harvests, and we have a peaceful year. Nothing like this.
Well, clearly something is tied to us, one of us in our group, since this is the second time that this guy's appeared.
At this point, you can see one of the
It seems like we have a clinger on there.
At this point, you can see one of the scarecrows be like, "Something survived the flames!" The mayor kind of scurries over.
Gren will turn invisible and then also try to get a look.
Okay. One of the other scarecrows is pulling out this green glass eye, like an emerald. The one that the creep got in the dream tent.
Oh, okay. Oh, but that's like that's the physical manifestation of the dream.
Yeah.
That, okay. And nobody else's dreams are in there?
No, everything else is burned away.
Gren's gonna go back to the group.
Okay.
I mean, oh, go ahead.
I found Creep's dream.
And Gren's just gonna look at Creep.
Yeah, I've never seen the shadow guy with, you know, the 9-horned crown, 6-horned crown, until I ran into you guys. So must be the creep's fault.
I mean,
If you're saying like it's his dreams, the only one.
yeah. What are you doing, Creep? Creep usually can't do anything that I don't say is okay. I mean, unless I'm, you know, preoccupied.
So the creep just put the bubble in without you knowing? Or did you know that?
No, we all saw him put it in. I just didn't
Right.
think anything bad would happen. I mean, because everybody else is putting their stuff in. I mean, I didn't think anything bad would happen with it. You weird ass dream, Creep.
And Gren kicks him.
Antyr's gonna try to make eye contact with Creep.
Sure.
Like that look.
Just like the one eye that's visible.
Yeah. Give them a squinty eye look.
Okay.
Antyr doesn't have any messages right now, fortunately.
Inside his head, he just says, "Go ahead, ask him about his papa."
The mayor's gonna speak up. So you're saying one of your own is responsible?
See, I don't know if he's responsible as much as, like, he's, like, maybe he's just got a bad curse or hex or something. Well, he is cursed by the gods, but I mean, it's never, like, been, he's never been able to do bad things to other people since he's been cursed. But it seems like there's some negative stuff following him around now. I'm not. It's weird that I can't see it.
You see Dreamwalker Somnius, the scarecrow that was like in the shawl, just like the circular holes in the crimson jack-o'-lantern. He approaches. Well, we can see what's going on very easily. Do you mind if I read his mind?
I mean, no, I don't mind.
Just approaches, and from like beneath the shawl, a long wicker hand comes out, or arm, and just like kind of places it on the side of the creep's head, and
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 14.
Fails.
You know what to do.
Oh,
D8,
boy.
D8 plus your warlock level.
Yeah. Seven.
7. The Somnius just puts his hand there, and you see him kind of like twitch a little, and a portion of his, like the jack-o'-lantern, his jack-o'-lantern head kind of like rots in a spot. He just kind of steps back. Well, that's just strange.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
You're very intriguing, aren't you? Somnius is just staring at the creep like face to face. I'm very curious who's inside there.
And in his head he hears, if my mouth wasn't closed, I'd just eat your pumpkin head right off.
Somnius kind of just still staring. Oh, this one is indeed quite terrible, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the worst.
And starts to like inspect the bandages and the leash, like the chain leash. Interesting. Something prevents any sort of mind reading and communication with this one. I wonder why. And then Somnius just steps back. Up to you, sir, what you want to do with them. The mayor just kind of looks at all of you, but can't, like, turn his... He goes to look at everybody else, but the mayor can just never, like, keep his gaze off the creep.
Hey, so, listen, I'm in charge of, like, taking care of this guy on the material plane, and, you know, we're not there, so it's kind of a free-for-all, in my opinion. So,
Well, Somnius is going to... Do you mind if we keep him for interrogation while the rest of you can relax and spend the night in the house you were offered?
I'm not... It's probably best if I'm around, because then I can keep control of him.
So be it.
Otherwise, he can just do whatever he wants.
Fair enough. Somnius will look to the mayor. Yes, that seems fair. None of you had your trinket survive the blaze, so clearly none of you are to blame, but the trinket your friend here offered is suspicious. And Somnius will say, isn't it strange that the eye that survived matched the eye of the being in the flames?
Yeah.
And the mayor will... the rest of you, you can go find accommodations, and he gestures to the abandoned house. There still should be beds in there for you to spend the night in and rest. In the morning, if you're looking to leave this place, the Feywild, there is a Fey crossing in the carnival. And I know one of you was quite excited to see the carnival. There is a crossing within the carnival, so you will have to pass through to leave the Feywild.
Oh, so he finally gets to go to a carnival.
It should be fun. You know, people say that the spirits that linger tend to put on shows for the living.
As long as we get some popcorn.
You should get popcorn. But yes, the rest of you can go relax. I think we need to interrogate your friend here and just make sure everything is normal. We would hate to send them on with you if they're a danger to this realm and realms beyond.
Okay, that's suitable. Grin. Figure out what is happening with your ward here.
Yeah.
Andrew's gonna head to the abandoned building.
Okay, Vonkar will. Oh God. Actually, could I come with Grin? I'm Grin's bodyguard.
Yep, that's my bodyguard.
Make a persuasion check for Vonkar with advantage. What's Grin's persuasion? Oh, yours is not going to be.
I think it's a flat.
I got +2
Yeah,
for Vonkar.
Yeah, probably best for
Okay.
him. Plus, I said the fewest words, so it makes sense.
True. All right, go persuasion. 18. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, of course. That makes sense. You're big and strong. That might help, just in case. And Vonkar will be. Everything will be fine. You all just rest up and do what you can. I'm sure I'll be able to have a quick nap during the interrogation if I need to. And Leek eventually kind of snaps out of the stupor he's in, not stupor, but the vacancy. All right, yeah, I'll go with the others and hang out in the house. And he's gonna follow after Antyr. And the mayor is gonna start, and Somnius are gonna start leading the Creep and Grin and Vonkar towards Somnius's weird dream building. That leaves Hopper is also gonna go with Antyr and Leek. So that leaves Doe and Torger. What are you guys doing?
What do you think, Stowe?
I think I really hope the carnival has cheesecake, but I'm assuming that's not what you're asking in this moment.
Oh, that's cool. We could have all sorts of cheesecake and then maybe throw it up. That'd be super fun.
I think there may be too many cooks in the kitchen. I learned that recently. That's a phrase. I think there may be too many cooks in the kitchen with Vonkar in them. And
Doe's gonna get much smaller, not smaller. Lean over. That's the word. There we go. Lean down and over and just more quietly go.
And if they need help, maybe we should not be with them in case things happen.
Okay. So you're saying we should be ready to come in if we need to, but stay plenty of ways away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, that's okay. Do you think they got tiddlywinks or anything to pass the time here?
What are tiddlywinks?
Did you say what's tiddlywinks? That's the coolest bar game I've ever played. You just take discs and you smash them together and they make them bounce across. Ooh.
Torger, remember, I've only been in a tavern once with you, and then how many times after that?
Aren't you carries the one? Probably just that one time then.
Yeah, as you all make your way to the abandoned house, Antyr would get there first. There's a sign on the front door that says, "When you're home, you're family." And there's a welcome mat.
You froze for me, by the way. Yeah,
oh, interesting.
I wasn't sure if it was me or you. I was
it reads
on the door. There's a sign that says, "When you're home, you're family."
Antyr's gonna get the mage hand to just kind of smack it.
Okay. As you hit the door, the door also just opens as you do that.
Are Torger and Doe coming this way, or are they staying out? Antyr's gonna give a look back to whoever might be following.
It'd be Hopper and Leek like directly behind you, and then
Okay.
I don't know about.
But those two seem to be having a discussion just out in the middle.
It'd be about like 15 feet away. Yeah, it's a small little hamlet.
Right. Just get comfortable.
Because as you go inside, it's just one room filled with bunk beds. There's like 4 bunk beds. And in the middle of the room is just a big old welcome mat.
Great. All right. Antyr's gonna grab what do they have? They're just gonna nestle onto the ground and go where they sit back on their feet. You know, bend the knees and sit back on the feet. And
feed me.
Has he attuned to it yet?
Oh no,
he hasn't.
But if he still talks
But
to you,
that's what he's gonna start doing. Yeah.
okay. Hopper will
Start
then.
attuning to it.
I know Kate would probably want to do this. Kate's gonna start attuning to, or Kate. Hopper's gonna start attuning to the Bramblehide Cuirass.
Nice.
Yeah, and if any of you got anything from Auntie Gothel and you want to attune to it, now would be the time. Unless you burned it.
Hey, if Creep had his arms free, he wouldn't have burned it.
I know. Do Torger and Do go into the house, or do they stay outside?
So what do you think, Sto? Do you think we need to go inside and hang out with everybody else?
Well, we sit down, rest our feet. We'll still be ready if things happen. We'll hear screaming, right?
Yeah, I think she's pretty clear when someone's gonna be screaming, and we'll probably hear it.
Plus,
Undo just like taps the side of their bag.
I want to spend some time with
And Do just kind of scurries and gone to the house.
Okay. You can see Antyr like sitting on the ground. You see Hopper. As you get in, you can see Hopper like attuning to this armor that's made of like brambles and wood. And as they're attuning to it, they like wince in pain as the brambles like stab into them briefly, and then Hopper's fine. But Hopper takes 4 points of damage. And then you walk in, Do, and you just hear this book that Antyr's holding say, "Feed me now."
All right, be patient.
And when it talks, the face on the cover moves. I am Cipher Sworn, the Page Eater. What is your name?
Antyr Xiloscient, Time Ward.
Just the book just smiles up at you.
Before we get too deep into this, Cipher Sworn, do you have any pre-recorded spells that I might need to know about? Or...
Oh, of course not. When a mage loses their binding to me, all their knowledge goes with them.
Unfortunate. Do you prefer to be fed in larger chunks with space between them? Like, larger chunks of space but a big meal? Or would you prefer like almost like intermittent fasting, where I give you a couple here, a couple there, but
as long as I'm fed, I'm happy.
Okay. So you're just unconcerned. Okay. Works for me.
Where are you from?
Oh, a little here, a little there. It's the Astral Sea. That's where I'm.
Oh, that's fun. That's exciting.
It's a place I miss, yes.
I imagine the way time passes here in the aging process is fun.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable at times, but getting used to it, I guess.
Good. I'm going to sleep now. Wake me when you feed me. And then just closes its eyes.
Pats like on the forehead of the book to the top.
Yeah, it's clammy.
Oh. Rips the hand off as they go back to focusing.
Leek is like sitting on one of the upper bunk beds, just staring at the wall. Doe, what are you doing as you enter the little house? And then Torger, if you enter as well.
Doe was very intrigued with that talking book, and then listening to that conversation. And they're looking up at all the bunks, and immediately they start to go climb to the top bunk.
Mm-hmm.
And they look over at Leek.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just sleepy.
You want me to play some music?
No, that's all right. I'm just sleepy.
Insight check? That's
Sure.
what I'm asking?
Go
yeah,
for it.
there we go. I'm like, what the fuck is the word on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's 14.
14. You think it looks like they're telling the truth. A little kid who's probably hasn't had this much excitement ever, and a sleepy little guy.
Are there blankets on these bunk beds or no?
No.
Okay. From their pack, what the heck is it called? Like from their pack, like sleeping bags or whatever.
Yeah. Everybody usually
And-
has blankets, yeah.
Yeah, blankets. So they're just going to plop it over themselves,
Okay.
and with their tongue, they're gonna make it almost like a little tent stake.
Okay.
So like they're almost like a little you know what I mean, so no one can see them.
Yeah.
And they're going to pull out Eternia's Echo, the doll that they got,
The headless doll? Okay.
the headless doll, and they're just gonna give it like a big hug. And they're just looking it over, and they're like looking around because they want to make sure like no one can see them.
Sure.
And they're they have the doll in like their left hand, and they're taking the staff in their right hand,
Mm-hmm.
and they're looking at the head that's on their staff,
Mm-hmm.
and they're comparing it to the doll's body,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just kind of going like this, like they're trying to see if it
Yeah.
will attach at all. Does it look pretty funky?
It looks like it's not the same doll, but eerily would probably fit. It's just two parts of two different porcelain dolls.
Very, very quietly, Doe's going to whisper to the doll head,
Do you want a body?
Yes.
and like they're holding it up to the head to see if like they
Oh.
like it or not.
Just it closes one eye. Okay.
Oh no, he froze again.
No, I said okay.
So very gently, as gentle as possible, Doe's going to start taking the head off her staff.
Mm-hmm.
Little. Making sure it does not sound like too much chaos is going on underneath.
Okay.
And they're gonna take it, and they're looking, cause like a porcelain doll head, so I don't know if it'd be threading or not, but they're going to see if it attaches like that, but they're also going to cast mending and try to see if anything will actually grab onto it or not, because they know it's not
Yeah.
the same thing, but they're just like, will this work?
Okay. It seems like it attaches.
Doe is just so happy they're just looking at this.
You have a body. Oh, you want hair next?
Amazing.
We'll find out.
Joe's gonna just give it a good snuggle, and they're gonna lay down and they'll start attuning to it.
Okay. Torger, do you step inside the house as well?
Yeah, Torger goes in.
Okay. Yeah, you can see Antyr on the floor reading a book or focusing on a book. Hopper sitting on a bed focusing on the armor. And then you see like a makeshift blanket fort up on one of the beds.
Do we needs to talk about how the creep is like super bad for business?
Yes, I was going to bring that up. I was kind of hoping the others would be here. Vonkar. Vonkar's kind of wise with age.
Yeah, but he's pretty super agreeable.
That's true, yes. How do I put this? I don't think the Grin fully knows the creep's capabilities. Do you remember how I spoke to you in your mind, Torger, some time back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to the back. The creep can do something like that.
Okay. Did he do that to you?
Yeah, well, yes. I honestly thought I was making more of a joke of it as I went to speak to them like I did to you, and then they responded quite I don't want to say harshly, but the voice was harsh. It was, you ever hear somebody speak and it unnerves you, it makes you feel uncomfortable, gives you the
Oh yeah, that's how they say the bagman will talk to you.
well, okay, so imagine if the bagman had a voice, and we're not saying it again, that's the last time we're saying it. They had a voice, right? That voice is the same voice I imagine the creep possesses, if that makes sense. Anyway,
Yeah, a voice that could slough slime off of rocks.
Is that an under city, under area, a place you're from analogy?
Well, yeah, if a voice is so harsh, it can cause slime to unfurl off of rocks. Yeah, that sounds like it's a pretty gross thing.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sickly. Anyway, all that to say, yes. I think there may be. I agree that the creep is not the best.
They tells us he's exactly the worst.
Right, they're the worst, as the saying goes. But I also don't think that. I don't understand why Grin was put in charge of controlling the creep if they're that bad. Grin is a sprite. Grin is. I'm not saying Grin is incapable of doing things, but Grin is. With someone so bad, wouldn't you want someone who possesses more strength? Someone like Vonkar?
Yeah, do we know that? I mean, how else do we know Grin?
As well as we know each other, really. Well, some of us.
Yeah, he's not the only sprite that we've seen. And the last sprites, they was trying to do some bad stuff to us.
I feel.
I mean, a sprite obey the worst.
And this Papa character,
That's a good point you make.
It seems like those two stories are intertwined for a reason, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, there's got to be an answer somewhere.
This is my thought. Where does the creep get the abilities to do the spells they do? Does that make sense? They've cast spells before. They've done those things. I do it through practice, training, studying books. I channel. Okay, I just bear with me here. What I'm confused on is, does the creep possess those abilities because of Grin, or did the creep already possess those abilities prior to Grin?
That's a good question to ask.
But I can't ask the creep because they're bound, and they're...
Grin has proven to be somewhat of an unreliable narrator.
Grin has a very Grin-focused narration of stories. Grin was probably told that the creep was very, very bad, which I do not disagree that the creep probably is a bad person. Just look how they're wrapped up. But I'm stuck because if I feel like I ask Grin about their papa, they're going to speak to it as though a child would speak about their father that enjoys their father. That's what it seems like. There's some healthy relationship there, obviously. Maybe.
Is that what we're calling it?
A healthy relationship, or
we saying it's healthy?
For the benefit of this thought, maybe we could, because I feel like the way Grin says Papa, it feels as though they are idolizing this person. Not that
and I don't know, maybe things are different in the Underdark, but I don't think that when you idolize someone that makes you healthy.
No. Oh, no. Obviously, that doesn't directly... True, you're right. It just feels like when... I don't know.
No, keeps going. You was almost there.
I am. I want to know both of them, their stories separately, and I want to uncover this, but I feel like the creep, when you speak to them through their mind... They are cryptic in a way that is unnerving, just like their voice. It's like they want to tell you stuff, but they don't because they think it's fun. It feels like a game. It feels like they are a bigger cat than you are, if that makes sense. Like, you think you're a cat, they're actually like a displacer beast.
Wait, so why didn't you just say a mouse? Because I know that cats plays with mouses.
Because I'm not a mouse.
Yeah, but in this scenario, you are.
No, I'm still a cat.
Well,
but they're a bigger cat.
Yeah, but there's a big... Hold on. Hold on. What?
Mice aren't predators. Mice don't... they don't prey on things.
Yeah, but you think you's the predator? When yous comes up to someone and they outdoes you so thoroughly?
Yes, you can still be... Look, a lion and a displacer beast could meet on the battleground. They're still predators to each other.
Wait, hold on.
But one does not become a mouse. One just simply becomes a weaker predator.
Hold on. Can I give you some real talk?
Sure.
Alright, if you think that you's a predator... Is that what we're saying?
Like, do I think I'm capable? Yes.
No. Do you...
Like, do I go hunt things? No, that is not my forte.
Yeah, do you think you's got killer instincts?
Yes.
Yes? Alright, show me your roar.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't likes to be predators. We just likes to go meow. But that's the kinds of lions we are. We just goes meow.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Oh, we
Fine.
not
Fine.
supposed
You
to
caught me. I will be the
Okay.
mouse in this scenario. For the sake of this.
Okay.
You win
He's trying
this
to get
one.
some. You trying to get some cheese, and all of a sudden there's a big cat who's stealing your cheese. I see
It's-
how's it is.
They're not stealing cheese. They're just.
What's it doing? They stealing the cheese of your comfort. The cheese is your comfort, and they stealing it.
Where do you come up with these
What? It points to the lie.
analogies?
What I want you to do is look inside, and you points to the lie. Because if the cheese is your comfort, that he's stealing all of your cheeses. He's coming in and he's taking your cheeses.
You cats like. Anyway, we're off topic. Now I'm just thinking about cheese. I don't.
Yeah, that's
think
right.
Anytime soon.
And I'm thinking
No,
of delicious
look.
walrus milk.
Don't you have some? Anyway, I feel like I need to have a conversation with Grin, or we have to have a conversation with Grin without the creep around.
Yeah,
Because
let's do that.
But then in the reverse, I'm going to attempt, and if anybody has the ability of talking directly into their mind, maybe attempt it. But I'm going to attempt to uncover whatever I can. I don't know. I feel like we all have secrets. Obviously, it's bound to happen. No matter where we come from, we all have our secrets. But obviously, the creep's secret is bad.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So weirdly, none of you were frozen for me the entire time.
No.
So-
Yeah,
was
that
hearing-
happens to me sometimes. That's
hearing
why I was like, when
everything.
y'all were like, "Oh, he cut out," I was like, "Wait, no, I didn't." But yeah, it's
So the question you're trying to ask me,
Mhm.
only Torger saw that figure in the fighting pit, because everything else was obscured by darkness. Everybody else saw the figure being described by Torger in the fighting pit that Torger saw was in the flames behind the burning wicker statue in the village.
But so more of my question was for Antyr is the
Who is it, or
like the 6-horned head
Mhm.
and then these eyeballs seems very specific.
You can give
Like, it
me
doesn't seem.
you can give me a history check if you want.
Okay.
History or religion?
Religion?
History or religion?
I'm gonna do history.
Okay.
It's really good. 23.
23. Yeah. That visage matches the description of a demon prince, one of the demon princes of the abyss. Specifically Grast, the demon prince of pleasure, decadence, and unlimited self-indulgence. Usually the patron of corrupt authorities and tyrants. Usually called the Prince of Pleasure, the Dark Prince, the Shadow King, the Lord of Forbidden Pleasures. A lot of pleasure with
Fucking
pain.
makes sense now. Oh my
The
god.
BDSM god, basically. Okay.
That's what it feels like.
With a 23, he's worshipped by a lot of lamias, not llamas, lamias, which are these type of monsters, creatures. These kind of like women from the waist up, lions from the waist down.
Yeah.
He's got a history. Specifically, he's had an on and off enemy / lover relationship with a witch queen called Igwilv, who is the adopted daughter of Baba Yaga. And Igwilv with a 23. Guess that's high. Igwilv was a mortal being, like a human, but became an archfey, and resides over the domain of delight known as Prismere. And Grast is the off and on again husband, lover, enemy of Igwilv. Yeah, he's just he's a demon prince from the abyss, all about pain and pleasure, or how there's pleasure in pain, and he likes to take things that are normally pure and nice and pervert them.
Yep. Okay. Antyr is gonna relay that information to the group. Torger, that what you're describing sounds like a not so great individual, demon prince of the abyss. The reason why I even recall some of this information is my focus was mainly on time within the material plane in the Feywild, where they touched and keeping time as much as you can in events there. This individual, this demon prince, is intertwined in an archfey by the name of Igwilv. A lot of information you probably don't, it doesn't make sense to you, but anyway, that just, okay, that makes sense now. If Creep is a worshipper of this demon prince, and Grin is the ward, which is a fae, maybe Papa is... Do you think Papa could be like a spawn of this Igwilv and demon prince? Because they're like, they've engaged in being married, bound to each other.
You, with the 23, you would also know that it is rumored that Grast and Igwilv do have children.
Yep. Okay. So,
together. But yeah, before this conversation gets too far into the time frame,
it's a lot. Yeah.
Everyone in the house right now, you all have a short rest on you right now, and if there's anything you want to do attune to during that time, that would be possible. If you want to tune to anything Anti-Goth will give you specifically. However, Creep, Grin, Vonkar, you're all led into Somnius's house where the dreams were manifested, and now he manifests this long wooden table with chairs for everyone to sit out, very much like a court proceeding, but not. But like a long wooden table with chairs, and Somnius just goes, everyone in attendance, please sit. We'll get to the bottom of this very shortly, I'm sure.
Alright.
Vonkar's gonna sit down wherever the Creep and Grin are, just to, like, be close. Why doesn't this one speak aloud?
I mean, because they can't, they're all bound up. In there.
Well, that simply won't do. I believe they need to speak so we can get to the bottom of it.
That really can't remove his restraints.
Well, it's not removing his restraints. We're just gonna make a little hole.
Nope, that won't work. That won't do it. Don't do it.
And they'll hear in their head, don't let on that I can speak in your mind. These people are dangerous.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Don't let on that I can speak in your mind. These people are dangerous.
Persuasion check. Or persuasion or deception, your choice.
Yeah, let's roll that. 19.
19. Oh, God. Natural 1. Okay. Shit. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Mr. Mayor, I believe the questions are yours. I can't penetrate this one's mind with whatever barrier is up. And the mayor. Yes, of course. What drew you to our village in the first place? All of you.
Well, we just, we're trying to get through the Feywild. We're kind of escaping some ne'er-do-wells.
What kind of ne'er-do-wells?
Like this. What is it called? Jabberwocky?
Oh, the Jabberwock. You're being chased by a Jabberwock.
Yeah.
Somnius. Oh, that's very interesting. You must have pissed off someone powerful.
We don't know.
These people are lying to you. They leave destruction in their wake. The rodent has the crystal that they're looking for. If you take it from them, then you will not be harmed. If you release me, I will help you do so.
Okay. They rolled a nat 1. They rolled a nat 1 on the initial thing, so, yeah. Somnius will... Oh, Jesus Christ. Will approach the creep to, like, inspect him.
Alright, just watch out, dude. Like, you don't want to remove any of that. Bad stuff will happen.
And Gren will, like, nudge Vonkar.
Much better on doing this.
Yeah, Vonkar's, like, just kind of, like, sitting up now, like more, like, alert. Who was the individual in the flames? One of your own mentioned it was familiar. The figure.
Well, honestly, we don't, I mean, I don't know. Vonkar, do you know?
No.
It had been the first time that I'd seen it, but one of the people in our group said that they'd seen him before.
This is concerning.
I had to get your attention. But unfortunately, these ones tagged along. Tried to get rid of them.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Somnius will... Mr. Mayor, I don't know what to do. We can't do much without this one being able to speak. And without them being able to speak, we can't discern what is truth or lie.
Well, I mean, something we always do is just, I mean, if we think he's guilty of it, we can, like, beat him up, like, do some punishment.
Well, we don't want to harm anyone who hasn't been proven guilty of anything. We don't want to beat somebody up because we assume something.
I mean, come on. His whole thing was I did that. Great. Ah, the worst.
We're just going to make a minor hole in the mouth. That's all.
No, that's not. No, dude, no. That can't be done. You can't touch his wrappings with the intent to let anything loose. Vonkar, you can't let him. Vonkar, you can't let him.
Very... And you can see both of the scarecrows just kind of go silent. And like the light in their eyes just kind of fades. Like a darkness swirls around them.
What's going on? Vonkar, what's going on? Hey, harvesting. What's going on?
Nothing. The light just continues to fade.
What's going on? Guys!
Then they both sort of, the lights kind of come back on. The darkness fades.
Oh. I was gonna say, Chrissy, wake up.
Yeah, essentially. But the darkness fades. It's like not even like maybe a second is how much time passes. It's like yes, of course. I believe that is the best method. And you can see, like, you've seen their colors of the flames in their pumpkin heads change before. Like, you've seen it happen to people. The mares and the Somniuses are now green. The flames. Yes, of course. I think we should. Yes. Somnius snaps his fingers, and Vonkar needs to make a wisdom saving throw for hold person. 5.
No.
Locks up, and then the mayor's going to approach the creep.
Yeah, Grin's gonna shoot an arrow at him.
Okay, go for it.
Oh god. Short bow. Here we go. Oh, fuck. No! Damn it!
The mayor's gonna pull out a knife and slash
Stop it!
the
No!
binding on the creep's mouth. Speak. Please. We need clarity on this situation.
The rest of the bindings drop through,
Mm-hmm.
and
Excellent. Let's go get that rodent, shall we?
Oh. Alright, yes, of course.
No! No! No!
and Grin's just gonna fire arrows at the creep.
Okay. I think initiative is going to be called for this. And
Okay.
this hasn't really been a loud enough altercation for the others to hear because there's still commotion going on in the village of people cleaning and, you know. So this is just for Vonkar, the creep, Grin, Mayor, and Somnius. Okay. Vonkar, who is currently paralyzed with hold person. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta look at. Okay, yeah, no, he didn't have advantage on that. Okay. 3 + 1 for Vonkar for a 4. Oh no. Somnius 19. Oh god. Oh god. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Mayor harvesting 15.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Grin. You're
Grin-
having separate initiative now.
Yeah, Grin got a 24.
And then
Natural 20.
the creep.
21.
Okay. So this all occurs in the span of like no time at all. Grin. The bindings have been cut and they have fallen off. And what does the creep look like beneath the bandages?
They are in Earth Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
That is... Gosh, how do I put it?
Yeah, you take as much time as you need. I gotta look for something.
A combination of red earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it looks like. Rocks.
Yeah.
And the eye that was covered is actually just a ruby.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Grin, you're up.
Fuck. How far away am I from everyone?
20 feet.
Oh fuck. Fuck, we're in the Feywild. If
And
Grin
you're
gets
in-
hit,
you're
he's
in-
fucking dead.
And you're not big enough. You're not big enough to open the door. The door would be too heavy for you to open by yourself.
Marcus, not part of
Okay.
it. And Grin's gonna use their action to go invisible, and
Sure.
I can try to find someplace to hide in here.
All right.
Come get us.
All right. Creep.
Yeah.
There's a voice in your head first. Yes. Yes, my champion. I think it's time then. Do you want to let yourself drink of my power now?
As you wish.
Cool. As an action, if you choose, you can transform into this, and I'll send you the link.
Cool.
Just a couple sessions ago, you felt a awakening in you that he did something weird to you.
He's okay. Cool.
So it's now it's the creep.
Creep's gonna do that.
Okay. Everybody in the house nearby, this will be audible. For those in the building, though. Actually, yeah, through the window. You'll see this through the windows of your abandoned house that you're in. Just doing your thing. The Somnius's house shatters into pieces, like just blown apart. And you watch as this 15-foot tall, 20-foot tall, actually be 20 feet tall, this 20-foot tall elemental thing of rock and earth, jet black, with like these massive earthen horns, like 4 of them that curl up towards the sky, long tendrils of like spiked earth trailing off of its back, and a massive, just singular red eye rises up from Somnius's house. Everybody else sees that happen. That is the house that everybody you know just went to. That means all of you now can roll initiative. Because something just happened. And I'm posting a picture of what you all see rise up out of the out of Somnius's house.
Oh. Beautiful.
And yeah, that's gonna be
Fucking
everybody else
hell.
rolling initiative. Hopper
What
with
the
a natural 20 for a 26, but we're currently in a weird initiative order right now, so you know, Hopper just missed their turn. Cool. Thinking it as like an active surprise for Hopper. Leek 2. Torger, what'd you get?
16.
16. And then Doe. And then Antyr, yeah.
17.
17. Tied with Somnius. but Somnius has a higher dex than you. Antyr, what'd you get?
18.
Dang! Okay. So yeah, you all see that erupt from Somnius's house. Through the window, because it's only like 35 feet away. Again, very small town. Probably more like 50 feet, actually. You can see this massive elemental. You can see Vonkar, like, frozen in fear, sitting in a chair. You can see Grin. You don't see Grin, 'cause I think Grin went invisible. You don't see Grin. And then you see the mayor and Somnius overcome, kind of, but their eyes are glowing with the green flames that you saw that had taken the village. But yeah, Creep, you're up.
Okay. Yeah. That took an action to.
It was your action to
change?
to do that, yeah.
Okay. Then their movement will be going under the ground
Okay.
and burrowing
In any chosen direction?
towards the main party.
Okay.
Everybody in the house.
Okay,
yeah.
so they're 50 feet away. Your burrow speed is 45. Are you going full speed? Okay. So you all see this massive 20 foot by 20 foot, not 20 foot by 20 foot, but 20 foot wide. This thing just melds into the ground and starts burrowing towards you, sending buildings, like it burrow. I assume you're not moving out of the way of buildings, you're just going through buildings too. Cool. So you see buildings just start collapsing and exploding around this, whatever this entity is, coming towards you. Alright. And yeah, you just, yeah, you got other actions too, which you can do at the end of a creature's turn. So,
Yep.
it's how I didn't expect to happen yet. Antyr, you see this happening. Now this, whatever this burrowing thing is under the ground, it's 5 feet away now, coming towards the building that you're in.
Okay.
I gotta roll weak stress. Oh no. Okay, 38. We're good.
Antyr is going to.
And then, just for clarity, you can see everybody but Grin and the Creep. You see Vonkar sat in a chair like he's been paralyzed, and then you can see those guys are 50 feet away, and then you can see the mayor and Somnius just kind of looking at the whole situation, but their eyes are like flaring green, similar to the flames that had taken the village about an hour ago. And yeah, this big burrowing thing is coming towards the abandoned house you're all in.
Okay. Panics. First is gonna cast Frolic on themselves.
Sure.
It's kind of like jaunt. So they get a plus to their speed. They're gonna start running into the direction. So they're gonna run 40 feet.
Okay, so out of the
toward
building.
the house. Yes, toward the place where
So just the rubble.
Vonkar is.
Okay.
Yeah. Calling out Vonkar. Grin, Vonkar.
And as you like run out, you can feel the ground like trembling, like there's an earthquake.
Great. All right. Antyr is going to get. It's a bonus action. Ran. Gonna use the rest of their action. Gonna use their action to dash to get to Vonkar.
Okay.
And try to like shake them awake.
Okay.
Shake them awake.
Sure. So that's your turn.
Yep.
Somnius is standing right there.
Mm-hmm.
He turns to you and sees you. You and your friends are responsible for all of this. He told us the truth. Opened our minds to the truth. We know the truth. And they are going to disappear in a mist and reappear inside the house using Misty Step, 60 feet.
Oh no.
Bonus action to Misty Step. Action. Yeah, they're in the house. You just appear in the house with all of you who just see little Somnius appear with Misty Step. And then I think he's just going to chill there. just kind of hanging out. It's gonna bring us to Doe. Doe. Doe and then Torger.
Doe just takes the blanket off their head.
You can
just like, oh!
Yeah, through the window you can see this massive thing burrowing towards the shack. You see Dreamwalker Somnius teleport into the shack, and he's like looking around for something. Antyr runs out of the house to go get towards Vonkar.
Antyr just went noom. Okay. Is Leek okay up here?
Leek he's a child, and there's shit going down. He looks like he's just snapping out of something.
I don't want to leave child behind. That'd be very rude. I would like to, if Leek would allow me to, to scoop them up in one arm.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I guess I'm gonna have to dash because I know that my movement's slowed because I'm carrying a person.
Correct.
And I'll just use like the 15 feet plus dash so I can get 30 feet just out of the house with them.
Somnius doesn't even take an attack of opportunity as you rush past him.
Yeah, Doe just looks at that and is just like, that's weird, but I'm just trying to make sure this child's fine.
Okay. Torger. Antyr, Doe run out of the house. You see something massive burrowing towards the house. You don't know that it's the creep.
Doe's gonna give the little doll for them to just hold if they're freaking out right now.
No, he's fine. But you can. Yeah, Torger, you see this massive thing burrowing towards the house. Nobody knows that that's the creep, just so everybody knows from a meta standpoint. Antyr has run out and is currently 50 feet away trying to like snap Vonkar out of this paralysis, and then this Dreamwalker scarecrow has teleported into the house looking around, asking where is it, his eyes glowing green like the fire that had taken the village. Yeah. Shit just hit the fan out of nowhere.
And he's asking, where is it?
He's like looking around, he's asking like, yeah, where is it? Where is it? He said it was here.
Great. So then, Torger's also going to go outside.
Yeah, he doesn't take an attack of opportunity on you either.
Great, so how many feet is that? Like, for the door?
I think like 15.
15?
Yeah.
Great, from there, he's gonna just kick off and go 25 feet up in the air. What am I seeing tree-wise?
60, maybe 80 feet exterior of the village is where all the dead trees are circling the village. The village has no trees inside of it.
How tall are these trees? Like, this forest was pretty...
I think I said last session, I don't remember what I said. These dense, dead trees, probably 60 feet, I think is what I said last session. 60 feet tall.
60 feet.
Yeah, but where you are, they'd be, the closest one would be... Oh yeah, the abandoned house is on the edge of the village, so you'd be 15 feet away from the nearest tree, and it's 60 feet tall.
60 feet, okay.
Yeah.
60 feet. Okay.
And yeah, as soon as you come out of the house, you see this massive 20-foot wide burrowing crater, 5 feet away from the building that Hopper and Somnius are still inside of. And people are...
We saw the thing break open.
You saw it break open at Somnius' house, but you don't see Grin, you don't see Creep anywhere. You see Antyr currently trying to wake up a frozen Vonkar, and the mayor is standing with Antyr and Vonkar, and you can see people running in a panic all around that have survived this massive burrowing entity. But a lot of the buildings in the hamlet were definitely just taken out. As well, actually, the wicker statue would have been destroyed too when that thing started burrowing.
Sorry, would you still count it if I said that I'm only going up 20 feet?
Yeah, sure.
Does that, instead of 25?
Yeah.
Great. And I see this big thing, right?
Yeah, 20-foot wide burrowing crater. You don't see the entity that's burrowing. You just see a crater, basically.
Yeah, like a tremor.
Yeah, like a tremor. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
the graboids.
Yeah, like the graboids.
Graboids.
Yeah. Essentially, you see like what they leave in their wake.
Or like a crate dragon.
It's only the 9th session, and this already happened.
Help.
Oh, fun. I'm so excited. Yeah, you're 20 feet up?
So, yeah, 20 up, and... Alright, if I'm going to use this, I'm going to do it now. He pulls out the bag on his back and reaches in to this furry pouch for a vein-covered green ball.
Okay.
That's writhing, and he throws it the 20 feet at the big moving surface, and I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw.
The creature's under the ground, so you wouldn't be able to target it with the sphere.
Okay. Fair enough. As written, it just said space, and if a creature is in the space.
Yeah, creature's not technically in that space. They're under the space.
Well, then I'll just stand here.
Okay. Safely up in the air.
20 feet up in the air.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to the mayor. Looks around, still holding the knife that he used to cut open the creep's bindings, and is gonna go to stab the paralyzed Vonkar in the chest. And from your vantage point, Torger, it looks like his arm lifts up like he's being like puppeted, like he's not in control. And with advantage, because paralyzed.
Man, I was so hoping
Not gonna
that
hit.
Grin was gonna be able to hit one of those guys and make him like.
It does not hit. Bummer.
Damn it.
That's the mayor's turn. Bringing us to Leek, who's in the arms of Doe. Like just yelling. And then he sees everything going on. Fuck. Sure, fuck, I don't know. He doesn't know what's happening. He's gonna hold a Scorching Ray in case any of the scarecrows or anything becomes hostile that is not one of his friends. He's gonna cast Scorching Ray. So he's being carried under Doe's arm, this 4-foot-tall gecko child, trying to hold a flame in his hand as he's bouncing along. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh wait, Vonkar should have went first. Vonkar got a 4. Leek's at the bottom. Vonkar's paralyzed. We'll see what happens. Hold person, that is a wisdom save at the end of his turn. Let me just look at his stuff. Hold person is paralyzed, not stunned. Okay. Come on, Vonkar. 8. Still paralyzed.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh god.
So that's Vonkar's turn then. Yeah, Leek. Okay. Okay. Hopper. In the building, seeing everything happening, seeing Somnius, and Hopper sees Somnius looking at them, and Hopper's going to attempt to run outside, and Somnius will make an attack of opportunity. Huzzah! 9 plus 4. Damn. Tink off the armor, and Hopper is also now outside. Hopper is going to yell. I can't do a French accent. They were trying to attack me. For some reason. They let you all out. They're coming for me, I think. You can kind of see like something trying to turn in their head. Action! As they get outside, no, actually, as they're running out, they're gonna slash at Somnius. I think. Because, yeah, they just tried to kill them. Natural 1. The fuck? Oh my god. Grin. Invisible. Can't open the door, but Antyr has rushed into the building. Or the building's no more. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you just saw the creep turn into that. Vonkar's paralyzed in a chair. The mayor's trying to stab him with a knife, and Antyr's there trying to shake Vonkar awake. And you can see the thing burrowing towards the house where all your friends are. They all ran outside, and then Hopper's yelling, "They're coming for me, I think. They attacked me, but they didn't attack anybody else."
Ah! Oh no! Ah! Grin is going to try to fire another arrow at the mayor trying to stab Vonkar.
With advantage because you're invisible.
Yes. That's better. So that's let's see. I believe that's 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits. He's just a mayor.
Cool. Constitution saving throw.
Is this for... What's this for?
Poison.
Poison. Immune, because he's a construct.
Damn. Okay. Shit. That's not gonna work!
But you deal damage, so roll damage. Or whatever the damage is.
It's just one.
Okay. This tiny little arrow just hits him. Okay.
Yeah. And movement to get up and away.
Okay. And yeah, you can see
and cover.
You can see what was once creep. Well, not you cannot see them, but you can see their devastation that they're causing as they. Cool. The creep.
Yeah. The creep. Since they currently have tremor sense.
Yeah, you can feel, just sense where people are while they're running around.
Do they catch the familiar pace of their target?
Yeah.
How far away are they?
Oh god, they ran out the door. 15 feet.
Move 15 feet. Straight up.
So you all see this entity burst up out of the ground that will trigger Leek's scorching ray towards this 20-foot tall just thing. Yeah, let's go, Leek. I'll roll this on the table because this is technically PvP.
Come on, Leek.
Scorching rays. There's 3 of them. 10 to hit.
Nope.
No, just hits the rock and doesn't do shit at all. 19 to hit.
Shield of the Earth. Use a reaction.
So you all, yeah.
You can choose to call forth a shield of solid rock to appear around him, giving him a +5 bonus to his AC until the start of his next turn.
So that misses. Okay.
Giddy goof.
The third one. 20. Dirty 20.
Doesn't hit. Wait.
Leek's
yeah, it doesn't hit.
Oh, this is bad! I'll mark off.
Any other held stuff?
Nobody else is holding anything.
Okay. Creep's gonna look around.
You can see
Hopper.
Yeah.
He's going straight for that bag of holding.
Okay. So we're gonna use the rules for disarming here.
Okay.
Because I found those for Caleb. Because I'm a nice little guy. And they're way better than. Yeah, they're a thing. So, to attempt to knock a weapon or an item from another target's grasp, you need to make a athletics check or an acrobatics. No, wait. You make an attack roll contested with the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. So it's an attack roll versus their Hopper's acrobatics. Will say you need to beat a 10. Oh my god.
Yeah. I beat that.
Okay, so if the attacker wins the contest, so you grab the bag of holding. And that's your attack to grab. That's your attack action.
Yep.
So you have it.
Yep.
Oh no. Hopper will yell up at that moment and just say, "Everyone, the Lumen Spire, the crystal, the fey crystal, it's in the bag of holding."
hell.
So that's your attack. You got 2 more.
I'll see all of you soon.
Uses their movement, the rest of their movement, to go into the ground.
Hopper will make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. That's gonna 14. Okay. Hopper's just gonna keep yelling, bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding. Anything else for you? You're 45 feet, or you'd be, because you did 15.
30.
Yeah, you're 30 feet down. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Antyr. You're shaking, trying to shake Vonkar awake. You look back and you can see this thing take Hopper's bag of holding and then burrow just underground, straight down.
I don't think I have anything. Yeah, not much I could do. Antyr's going to jostle Vonkar, but as they're jostling, they run their hands across, and as they do, they make this. You watch as some static creates, and they reach across and grab the mayor with Jolt Embrace, just shocking grasp.
Okay. And
19 to hit.
Garrett, just keep in mind you do have legendary actions.
Yep.
Okay.
What's happening
Okay.
right after this?
Okay.
Which
19
is max.
19 to hit the mayor.
Yeah. 8 lightning.
The mayor just crumples. Are you going yeah. Mayor just crumples and doesn't move.
Oh yeah, the mayor just tried to straight up.
Yeah. He just
Coup de
falls
grace.
over and crumples.
There's another crater where they like went under, they burrowed?
Yeah, it'd be about 50 feet away from you. So you just have no
It's
line of sight.
Gonna run over to the essentially 40 feet closer.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I
Okay.
got.
Somnius will run outside, look up at sees Hopper. Oh shit. Sees a flying Duergar. Yeah, I think they're just gonna stand there and not do anything. I just kind of suss the situation out.
At the end of their turn, they'll hear from under the earth.
Kill them all, and you will all be spared.
Okay.
And they're going to cast Recall.
Okay. So, Torger, you have the vantage point
And,
right down the hole.
And in doing so, sinkhole, essentially.
And you watch as the, whatever that thing was just vanishes. Like they're no longer in the space. Like they teleported away. Because the burrow would collapse in on itself.
Boogly boogly.
Cool. That'll bring us to Doe. The remaining scarecrow still looks hostile, and it does seem like whatever was burrowing is gone.
Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. The bag of holding. Oh no. Oh boy. The last hostile scarecrow, how far away is
From you, like 20 feet, or 10, 15 feet.
have a child in my arm. But
Yeah.
you know what? They're 10, 15 feet. Joe's gonna move. Nope, no, it's not gonna do that. That's a dumb thing. They're just gonna look at them, and they just go,
I've seen better scarecrows in the stores at the tavern me and Torger saw.
and Doe's trying to just be like, don't say anything too bad because of this child's ears right here. And they're trying to do vicious mockery.
Okay. That's a 17 wisdom.
Fuck you. That passes. Fuck you.
Okay, anything else, Doe?
Bonus section. I am. That dude's there, about 15 feet from me. I don't want to get close to the whole child. Child's still kind of okay. I guess I'll use my movement and so I'd have to use dash as an action. So
Yeah.
I guess just get 15 feet of movement.
Okay, cool.
Just getting away
Alright.
from the scarecrow.
That'll bring us to Torger.
I guess I go and see if anyone needs help up or anything. There's like, because there's a hole that just
Yeah.
had someone disappear, and yeah, I'm not even really sure what's happening.
Okay.
Like, I kind of don't know where we stand at all. So it sounds more like the story's happening to us.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not sure what even. I'm kind of lost as to where we are and what just happened.
Okay. You see Vonkar relax, like the spell ends, and Somnius kind of snaps out of whatever control he was under, and that is that
Combat?
done. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, what happened? Where'd he go? Wait, what up? Hopper?
They took the bag of holding.
Oh. Oh no. Guys, I don't know the best way to go about it, but we gotta go find Papa.
Is your chain still working?
Nope. And it's like the chain that was there, it like fades out, but it just like doesn't go in any direction. It's just like
Where do we even start?
that's what I'm saying. The only place we can start that I know of is go see Papa. See if he can help us.
How do we get there? Where?
I don't know. I don't know this part of the Feywild. I don't know how to get there. I mean, it might be. You know what? I think maybe we can get back through the get back to the material plane through the carnivore, and then try to find a way. You know what? We can go back to get back to the material plane through the carnivore.
Hopper's gonna interrupt you.
Yeah.
No offense, but why should we trust you? When with anything.
What do you mean?
Did you know he could do that?
No.
I'm sorry, but your papa withheld information that is crucial. We get back to the material plane, and how long until we can find a place to cross over, hopefully to where your papa is?
No. If we go to the material plane, you guys can just, if you want, take it out on me.
No.
And then when you do, I'll be pushed back to the Feywild where my papa is.
And then we never see you again. And
I mean, I'll have a talk with Papa and we'll figure it out.
who is your papa? What's their name?
Well, in the Feywild, people call him the Archmar. But the people that work under him, his subjects, they call him the Great Gob. I just call him Papa.
Antyr's gonna just flop, just falls onto the ground. Okay.
Well, listen, it was like a combination thing. This whole thing that we had with the creep was that it was a combination of the Ashheart and the Archmar, and that was like the collection of his punishment.
Is there any way we could track the creep? Clearly he was working for the entity you told us about, Antyr, so is there anything you know about where the creep may be going?
That's the abyss. We have... I do not advise going there. I'm not strong enough to take on a challenge like that. We can send Grin back to their papa, maybe relay some information. Maybe we can get in touch with... What was the witch queen? I forgot her name. Igwilv. Maybe. That crystal was kind of what do we do without it?
Well, why would a demon want it?
It obviously had powers to...
But how would a demon know about it?
Maybe there was a connection between this demon and creep.
Well, wait, the demon was married to Igwilv, right?
Yeah, that was right, because Igwilv is like a Fey person, and this crystal came from the Feywild.
I think we should have a vote, not a vote, but like discussion on what to do together, with everyone having input.
I agree.
Because what just happened, it's a lot to take in a matter of seconds.
So, like, I wasn't getting anything new from the creep. Did anybody else, like, was anything going on with the creep? Like, did he try to communicate with any of you? Because he just looked in these guys' eyes and something happened.
Yes, the creep had the ability, Alabaster, whatever the fuck his name was. possess the ability to communicate across Grove. That's good. We know a name. Maybe we can track them that way. I don't know. They had the ability to talk to people directly through their minds.
When did you find that out?
I don't know. A while ago, whenever I called out everybody for help.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't know you. I didn't know them. There's situations. I was stuck in a level of uncertainty between all of you. I don't know you. This person that you carried around, so to speak.
It's fine. What's done is done. I failed. Now I have to go face it.
It's bigger now.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, our plans haven't changed. We're trying to get back to the material plane through the carnival route. And then once we do that, then we'll have to make another decision depending on where it spits us out.
We need to be sure that we have at least a day has gone by, if not a minimum of half a day, 8 hours has gone by in the material plane, to ensure that Torger's mark is completely removed with the Jabberwock.
Well, with Mama's lantern that she gave me, as long as we span 24 hours here, when we go through a fate crossing, I can determine how much time has passed on the material plane by focusing on the lantern, so...
Okay. And it hasn't been 24 hours here. Antyr's gonna stand up, dust himself off.
Okay. In the hands of the mayor is that green glass eye that the creep used to, or the creep put in the offering thing.
Antyr will pick it up.
No.
The mage hand first to inspect it. Gonna touch it with a finger.
It just feels like a glass eye.
Okay, just in case. Okay. Glass eye. Inventory. Green bubble.
Oh, you putting that in the quest page?
Yeah, I'm putting it in my inventory, then I'm putting it in
Nice.
Hopper's gonna approach Torger. Torger, do you have any? What do you think we should do? Like, do you have any thoughts?
I just wanted to go to a carnival.
I'm partly of the mind of just saying fuck whatever it's going on and just go to the carnival.
Yeah, well, also fuck you guys. What you guys doing? This fucking tiny guy who brings his fucking assholes around? I don't know you guys. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The intent was so that...
What is its intent?
Yeah. The intent was that the creep could be used to help a party.
Intent?
Yeah. But it seems like something happened when the creep got it must have been when that creep got like blessed by that crystal or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
Something was different. Something changed.
Do you want to wrestle anybody, Torger? Would that...
No, wrestling's for fun. Carnivals are for fun and for friends. This sucks. You guys just makes me feel bad.
Now, Torger. Even friends can let friends down, right? It happens, but you just
whatever.
have to...
You guys makes me tell people about my dreams. Then you throws them onto a fire because it's supposed to be good. And then you don't let me go to a carnival. Then there's a huge rock asshole. And then this guy's saying he's getting people free and said he was a good guy. He's trying to get me to tell people good things. This sucks. These guys makes me feel terrible.
Roger.
Torger.
What you guys feel super good? You guys feeling great?
No, it's not great.
No, it's terrible.
But if we keep saying it's terrible and just fighting, we're not gonna get anything done, Torger.
Yes, and if its and butts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
You're gonna have to explain that one at different Doe pulls out her book and just like, butts, candy, Christmas. Ask Torger. She puts it back. No one said we're not gonna go to the carnival. We'll get there. But we have a couple things we have to figure out first. I've never been to a carnival. I do very much want to go, Torger, but there's a lot of us here. There's a lot of opinions, a lot of emotions going on, and that's okay. It's okay. Now, I don't believe that the Grin would willingly put this dude into presence with a bunch of people, knowing all this caca was gonna happen. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Just because it blew up in his face doesn't mean that was the intent. Things happen. That's okay. He said he can talk to Papa, Daddy, whatever he said.
Papa.
Now, if I have any good experience with dads, and I do, I have a fantastic one, no matter what their kid does, they'll still love them. They don't always have to like them, but at the end of the day, he can be mad at you, but he still wants to help his son.
Wait,
right?
did you say Papa might not like me anymore?
I said he'll always love you. They're two different things. I've learned that very much.
Oh no. I don't know how I feel about this. This is real bad.
Actually, this is the worst thing so far. There could be 100 million more worse things than this, right?
That's a good way to think about it.
No one died. Just our hopes and dreams at the moment, and we can get those back.
I just had I had an idea. Archfey are capable of performing bargains. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
We could ask an Archfey for help? I don't know.
We have to find one to be willing.
Yeah, we need information on what we need to do next.
Personally,
Or what this actually means.
I think
Otherwise, we're just going to be waiting for something to happen.
Personally, I think I need to unwind and de-stress and not think with these emotions and anger. So personally, myself, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I want to go to the carnival. And just, for a brief moment, act like nothing's happening.
Doe's gonna look around at everybody, and they're gonna take the doll that Leek was holding, and they're just gonna give it a squeeze, and they're gonna cast calm emotions through it.
Okay, so just so you know, this is manipulating people's moods.
They still have to make a save.
It's
No, it's maybe
it is slightly.
It'd be like taking a Xanax. Sometimes you want to.
Everybody pop magical bench. We're going to bed.
It is also kind of stepping on people's agency a little bit if they want to feel these emotions.
Fair. The Doe's just gonna, they're just gonna hold the doll. They're just looking around like. Because they can calm them down. They're just gonna snuggle the doll.
Okay.
Let's go to the carnival.
Yes.
We'll be closer to a way out. We have to be here for however many more hours in the Feywild anyway, before we can do any manipulations of it. We have a mode of transportation to get us around to... I feel like we have to just circle right back around. Well, we can't. She was, I don't want to say intercepted, but she was approached. Antigothel.
Yeah, but she told me that she dealt with the interlopers.
Got it. So we'll head back there. Maybe we can start over again. Maybe she has a way of getting us to someone who can help. I think Igwilv might be a good place to start.
But Igwilv is the wife of the one who Creep works for.
Yeah, but didn't Antyr, didn't you say that they were on again, off again, and sometimes enemies?
Yes,
Well,
I did.
maybe they had a spot recently.
Or maybe we go to try to find the Titania.
Well, Titania is the queen of the Fae, so...
Is that a good thing? I mean, last time we talked about this, Hopper, you didn't want to go anywhere near.
Well, it's... yeah, the Feywild's dire, and we're already in a dire situation.
Right.
We go to the carnival. We try to
Carnival.
enjoy these next however many hours that we need to be here at that place.
Question, Justin, wasn't it getting close to evening? Like it was about like
Yeah, but
6 or 7 when the...
time passes differently, so...
Yeah. But I mean, like, my point is, like, are we getting to a point where we'll be getting exhaustion?
You've been here for 6 hours, so.
But I meant like for a day, you know,
No.
like this morning
Nope.
from till right now.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Roger, we'll get you popcorn, and you can see some clowns.
Whatever.
Oh, that's not. No, you need to be excited. This is where we're going to go.
No, I don't got to be nothing.
You gotta.
No, I don't got to do nothing.
You can fight a clown.
Oh, screw you all off. This is depressing.
I'm betting you'll enjoy it.
Whatever.
Torger, will you help me find cheesecake?
I do my best.
And that's what matters, Torger. You always do your best.
Whatever.
Alright, let's go. We need to get back.
I want to make a stop before we go.
Okay. Somnius is still around picking up debris and when he snapped out of his charm or whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I forgot that Somnius was still alive. Just kidding. Never mind.
Okay.
Alright, let's get moving.
Does everyone go?
Low and steady. Antyr will start making their way.
Okay. We're gonna go to break, and we'll come back and finish off the last half hour or so. So, yeah.
Drink.
Drink.
Of water.
Alrighty, so everyone is leaving the village and heading towards where the carnival was, because you were told that's the way out.
Oh yes.
Think so.
Okay. It'll take about an hour to get there. So do with that as you will.
Just kind of like.
Let's see if there's anything.
Oh, go to the carnival.
Okay. Alright.
Hey, Doe.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
Like the rest of you?
Yeah. Yeah, that checks out.
I don't really get asked that question. Normally people are like, can you turn into this? Can you turn into this? If you turn into a shoe and you lick my foot, can you taste how my foot tastes? More questions like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely, those were some of the first questions I asked you. But, you know, after knowing you for about, you know, a day or two, just figured I'd check in, see how, I never saw any of that before. That was scary. That whatever happened to the creep, that was big, and I, like that. I don't think, I'm not sure if we're ready for any of that.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, your papa probably thought you were ready if he gave you that responsibility.
I don't think Papa knew about that either.
I'm trying to make you feel better, Grin.
Oh, yeah.
That's what my parents taught me, you know.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not scared about, like, you know, being punished or anything like that. I just don't want to see, I feel like I'm a disappointment. At the very least, we could have killed his ass. You know, it needed to be all done.
They're not gonna be disappointed, Grin. And if they are, that's not your fault.
Thanks, Daryl.
When people betray Mama, she kills them, so I think it's only right.
Well, he didn't betray his papa, I think.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the creep.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but like, I don't know. It kind of rubbed me wrong that, you know, there was like this. I guess another way of putting it was a bureaucratic way that they were punishing this guy. Like, why didn't they just execute him if he was so dangerous and did such a bad thing? It's just weird.
It sounds like the easy way.
Right, just execute him, right?
So then maybe your papa's to blame too, partly for it then.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it does say, I mean, like, the more I've talked with you guys and the more I learned stuff on the material plane, we were talking about, like, this Ashart guy, and he's like a devil or something, like a king of devils, and supposedly they get all about, like, the bureaucracy and, like, the like, long way of doing things. And I don't. That makes me think it has something to do with that. But I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Because, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But, because, I mean, what's knowing that gonna help us? At this point, nothing. It's just so frustrating.
Well,
Papa trusted me to do this, and I...
Hey, we'll figure it out.
I should have been able to have... I should have been able to have full control over him with the chain. It didn't work. That's what I was told.
Maybe there was when you... It was you, Vonkar, and the creep all died, right?
Yeah, I mean, supposedly, it didn't feel like it, but I suppose that's what happened when all that stuff went down.
Maybe when that all happened because of your death and the creep's alleged deaths, maybe there were some residual effects because of that. Maybe the creep's essence wasn't fully bound by your papa anymore in this ash art. Maybe that's what allowed them to do what they did to gain abilities. Yes.
If that's right, that makes so much sense.
Typically do that.
As you're all walking...
When did you get smart?
As you're all walking...
You're such a dummy this whole time. Now you're smart.
Hopper pulls something out that they've been working on. Luckily, this wasn't in the bag of holding when it was stolen, otherwise I would be hunting down Creep right now. But, they pull out this helmet made from simple steel with the hand axe built into the top of it. Kind of like a unicorn horn. Torger, you used your head a lot in that fight with the halfling brace? And you took his axe, and I thought I would make you this sort of helmet with an axe built into it, so you could headbutt people with an axe head and leave your hands free? I've been making you a gift for the last day or so.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Well, I like you, Torger, and I thought this would be a nice way to show it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I hand it to you. It's like just a simple little hat-like helmet with an axe welded into the top of it.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't count as armor, if that's a problem with your moving around.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Alright. Just thought you'd like it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So, you let that guy sleeps next to us? Yeah, I'm talking to you, little man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Well, like I said, I thought we had complete control. That's what I was told, is that as long as we were connected by the chain, he couldn't do anything that I didn't, like, make sure he could do.
Yeah, it seems like you know more than you're telling us.
Or maybe I don't know what the heck happened.
Yeah, okay.
I thought I knew.
Sure.
I'm not... Okay. Ask me a specific question, and I'll answer it as best I can.
What, so you can just lies to us more?
Well, Hopper's gonna say, I
Do
think...
you know a good cheesecake recipe?
Hopper's gonna say, Fey creatures can't lie well in the Feywild directly. They can bend the truth a little, but they can't full out lie.
Yeah, well, this is all bent around like some sorts of crazy straw.
I agree, and I think we... To be fair, the crystal did fall in our hands from Gurain, Vonkar, and the Creep. It was with them when we all met.
So then this has been some sorts of super long, weird long sorts of jerk-offs that you've been doing on us all the time.
I don't know what you mean when you say that, but honestly...
I mean, what's all this to the ends? What's the point of all this?
I was told by Papa to go to the material plane, find a talented group of people, and then instead of them taking damage, have the creep jump in front of them and take all the damage. And that's what I was told to do. I was told to put him in these positions, have creep take all the hits, and help a talented group of adventurers succeed. That's what I was told by Papa.
Yeah, well, we just all got jerked off on. Just all over. Just really boned hard. And I just wants to go to a carnival, but now a carnival seems sad.
Do you want to do something else instead?
No, whatever.
No, what do you want to do?
I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Alright, so we're going to the carnival.
Yeah, we'll just do what you wants to do. That's cool.
We're doing what you want to do! That's the
No, I said I
goddamn
don't
point.
want to go to the carnival anymore. Carnivals are for friends.
So we're not friends.
I
is what you're saying.
just gave you a gift, Torger.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
With respect. You's great. I appreciate the gift. That's a nice thing you did. That's super cool.
So everybody
It'll
that
probably
you
look
go-
really good on me.
That's
So everybody that you go to a
I
carnival
made
with-
it to match your dimensions.
Yeah, the ice hose is pretty big.
Alright, I think I get what's going on here, and I don't blame you for not trusting me. I was supposed to be in charge of the creep, and I failed. Papa won't even trust me anymore, probably, so...
But your papa is the one who sent you on this fool's errand. So...
It wasn't a fool's errand. It seemed doable, but it's like... Something happened. Something weird. Something got thrown into the mix and screwed it all up. Everything was going fine. I could control him. I could tell him what to do and what not to do. And he did it.
You sure it wasn't a facade?
Well, it wasn't at first. It was... people... Like, there was no sign that he could talk into people's heads. Up until, you know, we started hanging out together. Like, me and Vonkar hung out for 2 damn weeks. Nothing. I was just told, keep doing this, keep doing that. And I just did it. And nothing weird was happening.
Well, talking about it, as Torger has pointed out, isn't going to do much for us right now. I think we need to present this to someone who can do something about it.
Yeah, but my point is, I understand if you guys don't trust me, okay? I understand if we're not friends. Like, we're acquaintances. Now, we were acquaintances because we happen to help each other, but it seems like that's not even true. So,
I think emotions are high. I think people feel slighted. It's expected. The short amount of time that we've been together, a lot of things have happened.
Oberon's skull was in that as well, so
hoping that doesn't have residual effects.
oh no. The keeper's there when we put all that stuff in there, so he knows exactly what's in there.
There was the crystal, some torches, some pythons, his skull, an axe, rope, and the tools I bought.
Wait, was there anything that... Did you put anything in there that he didn't see you put in there? Because then that stuff's safe, I guess.
Well, you all were there when I was putting things in it, so most likely he knows everything that's in it.
Hey, Leek.
Yeah.
Do you want to get as much sugary, delicious foods at the carnival as possible?
I don't eat sugar. I eat bugs.
Do you want to find the most delectable deep-fried bugs they have to offer?
I guess.
Have you ever been to a carnival?
Yeah, loads of times with Auntie. Auntie Gothel. Mama.
Well, I've never been, so I would love if you could show me and Torger how to enjoy a carnival.
Okay. The carnivals I went to were weird though, so...
Based on what we've heard about this carnival, is probably a bit weird too.
It'd be about that time that you see a large entryway on the road that has been fashioned to a looming arch of colorful ribbons and wood. Built into the arch are 3 large grinning clowns that peer over the top and down. Each clown is decrepit, ruined, and falling apart. A ticket booth has been built into the side of the arch, the windows cracked and covered in grime, with a simple wooden door painted with vibrant orange paint that is cracked and peeled, and beyond the arch lies a midway filled with snack booths and small stalls set up with carnival games that have long been abandoned, and in the distance towering rides like roller coasters, carousels, and the like. And then the smell of kettle corn kind of wafts on the wind, and the occasional laughter in the distance.
Wow, that smells good. I don't think I've smelled that before. That smells really good.
So this will be on those who have been to one of these before. I've never been to one.
Well, I haven't.
Just walk in.
Yeah, we gotta get tickets, but I haven't been to this one before, and there's no one in the ticket booth, so it's abandoned, right? So I think we just...
Didn't they say something about it being like haunted or something? That the kids would come in and there was like clown ghost or something. So maybe they just... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can't find ghosts, right? So like, if we see ghosts, we're just kind of running, right?
At this point, probably would be a safe bet if they seem malicious.
But it's a carnival, so you've got to get tickets.
Roger's gonna just go into the booth.
The ticket booth? Okay.
Yeah.
Inside of it's a mess. Colorful pink tickets lie everywhere in long strands. Each ticket marked with the visage of a grinning clown. And there's a large, heavily rusted lead lockbox under a wooden counter.
I'm gonna pick up the lead lockbox and just slam it on the ground.
Sure. It's so old that it just shatters open, and inside are 104 silver pieces. And yeah,
Oh, whatever. I don't want the gold. That's dumb.
and there's
I'm
pink
just gonna.
tickets everywhere.
Can I grab just a wheel of tickets?
Hell yeah.
Just gonna grab. Can I grab 2 wheels of tickets?
Yeah, of course.
Did you
One
say
in each
100?
hand.
Did
100,
you say 104 silver?
which Torger did left behind that nobody knows about.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, so like 2 big wheels of the tickets, and as you hold onto the tickets, they start to like shimmer and change.
What's
And-
the clown doing now? Why you shiny clowns?
The clown opens its mouth on the ticket, each ticket, and the tongue unfurls, and a voice says, "Welcome to the Witchlight Carnival." And the tongue rolls back up into the mouth, and as it does, you all can start to hear the swell of music, like of a calliope playing. Give me a sec. Yeah, you can hear the swells of this like circus organ begin to play, and you can hear like a calliope like playing. It starts to play itself nearby, and as it plays, the wear and tear of the surrounding carnival disappears, and in its place are the first stars of night twinkling above this apricot-colored sunset. Giant dragonflies whir overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist begins to curl over the ground. The ticket booth that Torger's standing in just fades on the mist, and you're all sort of standing about 30 feet away from this floral archway, and beyond the floral archway, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures, elf stilt walkers walking around on stilts, dancing fairies flying about, and painted performers just like clowns, mimes, just juggling, breathing fire, dancing, singing, laughing. Everywhere there is laughter of guests walking around. Humans, elves, gnomes, dwarves, any lineage you can think of walking about this carnival as guests. Mixed with the laughter is pixie dust, bubbles, and this wistful tune coming from this calliope. Even the forest of dead trees has faded further into the distance now, introducing more welcoming trees donning a kaleidoscope of colorful foliage with bright colored streamers and lanterns woven throughout the branches. Torger, about 5 feet in front of you, directly ahead, is a ticket booth, much different in appearance and design to the one you were just in. And a ticket booth. There's a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of it, and the ticket booth is surrounded by fluttering butterflies of every color. The booth is decorated with this animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. And inside the ticket booth, there's an elderly goblin peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers it. "Greetings, fair fairgoer."
Hopper, here, you takes 1 wheel of tickets. Thanks for the helmet.
"Oh, you have tickets already. That's wonderful."
Yeah, they're weird and they got faces on them. What do you want to do?
"Well, first off," he takes the tickets. Each ticket, let me see here, takes a ticket from each of you. Each ticket is good for 8 attractions in the carnival. They will get stamped. And it seems like you have unlimited tickets. That's exciting. You must be very important to be here with unlimited tickets. However, so the staff know that you are paying well, you're not a paying customer, but you have tickets. So that the staff know you've gotten into our carnival the right way. He hands you a colorful pair of cloth butterfly wings, and also a pair to Hopper. Wear these at all times within the carnival so the staff know that you're here and not sneaking in.
Yeah, all sorts of great butterflies everywhere. I gets it.
Yes, the tickets are good for 8 attractions. If you want to sample more of the carnival's offerings, more tickets must be had. But again, gestures to your massive ticket wheels. There's about like 30 tickets there. But yes, and the wings are yours to keep once you leave the carnival, of course.
Yeah, why don't you make sure these dildos gets the tickets too?
Just pulls out just a bunch of tickets and slaps them down for everyone in the
Sounds
party.
good. He stamps each ticket and then gives everyone their own ticket and their own set of butterfly wings to wear. Welcome to the Witchlight Carnival. And he hands Torger a map of the carnival, which I will send to you. And as he says, welcome to the carnival. I think that's where we're going to end it for the week.
Okay.
So yes.
We're royalty, y'all, with all these tickets. Go us.
You got a bunch of tickets. There's a bunch of things to do in this carnival, but you were told the way out of the carnival back to the material plane is somewhere in the carnival. So we'll pick up there next week with some carnival shenanigans. Kate won't be back with us until I believe the 9th, or no, they'll be back with us on the 16th, I think. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, next week, carnival stuff. Fun and games, snacks, rides, whatever you could expect in a Fey carnival. But yeah, good night, everybody.